It's a tough call. Look, I've lost some big matches in the past due to darkness, and I always have the feeling that referees leave it up a bit, too late. They try to squeeze in another couple of games, and so maybe should they have stopped the 2-2? Probably, that's my guess, or maybe should I have stopped in the fourth set, at the end, maybe. But it's such a tough call because then they say, all right, let's play 2 more games. 2 more games could be 3 minutes, it could be 15 minutes. So it's also a difficult situation for them to be in, and for the players it's the worst, because the last thing you want is that a match is decided upon something like this. I don't think it had a massive impact now. I mean, Stan played good, Leighton played good, and I don't think the break came at a time where it was too dark, but it's a bit of a coin toss, isn't it? And I've felt the pain of that, and it's the worst feeling in the world, because you feel like it's just not in conditions you should be playing in anymore. I still think both guys put in an incredible effort. Leighton's been playing for 3 days, Stan's been playing for 3 days. I also have been playing for 3 days, and I feel awful right now, so I'm happy I don't have to come back tomorrow, but they have to, and just to see the toughness out there physically and the mental strength of both players it's been really nice to watch, especially courtside. Like I said, I don't get a chance to see matches courtside very often, so to be right in it and pulling for Stan and respecting Leighton, the way I do, and Pat, it's been nice, and I hope it's going to be a good end tomorrow. I knew it was going to be a tricky match with Bernard because I'd never played him before. He's got somewhat of an unusual game, and the court plays very tough and very tricky. You can see how Leighton and Stan are slicing into each other, and that was the same kind of match Stan also played against Tomic in the first day. So I think it's been a tough tie overall, to really play maybe your very best. But I think all the players have really tried, their utmost to try to play spectacular tennis. But it's hard to pull the trigger on a court where you could have a bad bounce every second ball. And I thought Bernard did really well. Look, I think obviously he had nothing to lose, which helps always, and if he wins a set, it's great. If he wins 2, it's amazing, and if he wins 3, it's uncontrollable at that point, I guess. So I think he did well under the circumstances, so did I, and it was a good outcome for us, put us in a good position, put the Australians under pressure, and I thought Leighton did really well, but Stan's last push here now has been phenomenal, so we'll see how all comes together tomorrow.
I mean, what opportunity to play against Roger today. It was a dream come true to me to play him, and to do it at a stage here at Davis Cup was really good. I learnt a lot. No, when you look at that, you don't want to be in a situation like that. No one wants to be in a situation like that. It's tough, and like Pat said, anything can happen tomorrow when we go into that match. So Leighton's going to rest up, and we'll support him as much as we can.
Well, it's really hard when you're watching on the side of the court because you don't really get a sense of what the ball's doing and what's in the backdrop, and so I'm going on what Leighton reads, and he told me that he's starting to really struggle. That was early the 5th, so I had to try and get my message across. And what's frustrating is that in tennis there is no like meter like cricket. When there is so it's the umpire's discretion, the referee's discretion. Obviously he wants to finish the match, it's fair enough, and I'm looking out for my player. So that's just a frustrating part of it, and we went and had a good chat then, so we resolved all that. He's a freak. He is a freak. Yeah, just how he got out of that third set, and I thought he'd probably go away with it. You don't know exactly the state of mind of how Stan's feeling, but to his credit, he was tough. 3-all, love 30. It was a big opportunity there, psychological opportunity, and Stan came up with the goods. We try and do this similar routine, getting recovered, getting ready, and he'll. Could be 1 game, could be 5 games. Who knows how long it'll take? So, just go out there and he'll give it his all, like he always does.